Yeah, our section is on recording, and like we already seen, we're going to treat quality management. So that's what we're in for tonight, quality management. Your project must be of high quality. The outcome of your project must be of high quality. You must have a plan to measure or checkmate the deliverables. Like I said earlier, before now, we use quality assurance, quality control when we're working within waterfall environment. That is the terminology we use. But when we are working within agile environments, we use a different terminology, and that is acceptance criteria. I want you to know when to use these different terminologies, because if you go to agile environment and start insisting that you need to use quality control, yeah, they know you know what quality control, but they will expect you to use the right terms, and that's the right term there is acceptance criteria. But let's understand it when we are going to treat project methodologies. We're going to handle agile methodology a bit deeper than others. So we're going to look at acceptance criteria there. But that is when, and we can equally look at it during business analysis. Is one of the things we need to study very well in business analysis. Yeah. So quality management plan outlines how organization or projects will meet quality objectives and ensure that deliverable meet predefined standard. So it's an organization, every organization, they have their quality control. Everything you do in the organization outside projects must have a way of maintaining quality. So that is it. Quality control is very, very important. You know, have a standard, international standard organization. Everybody key into that international standard organization. Quality control is global. And everybody, if you go to some countries, they have their own standard. In Nigeria, we have a standard organization of Nigeria. Everything we do, we try. It's not only in project management, everyday activity in the organization. Yeah. We equally have what we call service level agreements. These are part of, please, someone is not on mute. Put yourself on mute so we have a clearer background. So, yeah. So it include the, if I want to put you on mute, that's why I'm begging, I might mistakenly remove you and you start struggling to come back. So if you are, check yourself, know that you are not the one disturbing the class. Okay. Quality management plan include quality requirements, standard, quality assurance, and quality control activities necessary to fulfill customer expectation. In different environments, we have different names. Generically in the organization, we use quality control, quality assurance. When you work in some section, like some process or niche, like ITSM, IT service management, we use, we call it service level agreement. Yes, that's what we call it in the ITSM, IT service agreement. So, but it's still quality control. So you might have been hearing the name in different ways. It's important to understand how you manage your projects within the acceptable standard. Organizations have standard, and that's why in most companies, organizations will have what we call PMO, Project Management Office. It is the duty of the Project Management Office to come up with quality standard they want to use for project control, project monitoring, project evaluation. But why you should know very well how to create a quality management plan, because you might be handling a special project that needs special quality control. You should be able to draft something to manage and control the quality and the outcome of your project deliverables. The purpose of quality management plan, number one, define standard, establish a specific standard that the project deliverable must meet, outline quality control and quality assurance details how the project team will manage and measure quality throughout the project life cycle, identify responsibilities, assign roles and responsibilities for quality related activities. In an environment where things are highly organized, there is no need of assigning, because we already have quality assurance officer or quality control specialist. But in a situation where we don't have them, that's why you as a project manager, you need to be knowledgeable, skilled enough to create a quality management plan. Business analyst is equally in the position to create a very good quality management plan. Another purpose is to ensure customer satisfaction. Improve customer satisfaction by consistently delivering high quality products or services. And ultimately, it helps to reduce cost and waste. While we try to regulate the quality from the beginning, is going to reduce the level of rework. Well, after working and we don't get it, we'll go back and rework. We don't get it the second time, we'll go back and rework. Going back and rework involves time and it involves money. It's not just going back to rework. So it creates room for waste when there is no quality control. So that is it. So when we plan to create a quality management plan, we tend to have a template, and the template is going to be contained within these key components. It's always good. I keep on telling you, avoid making mistake, avoid missing key aspect of what your documentation or your deliverable. Make sure you use a template. All you need to do is customize it to your taste or to the standard you want it. So looking at this template, you already know how to create one. No matter the domain or anywhere you are working with, you can easily do that. That's why I come up my notes. Why my note is very important is that it comes with templates. Some people asking me, well, if you follow the notes always capture the template. You can reusable template. You can use it again and again. All you need to do is keep customizing it. And mind you that what we are doing here is most of the time, all the things here, techniques here are framework. Framework means they are reusable activity, reusable technique, reusable template. You can apply it in different scenarios, different environment, different industry. All you need to do is keep customizing it to your taste. You know, it's just like Andrew asked me, and I give produce. How many templates am I going to produce? If I produce template on this, it means you are not on that. If we need to understand the framework, once you understand the framework very well, we should be able to recreate it the way we want to apply it in different industries. Okay, key components here. We have a quality objective. We must have a clear goal that defines what constitutes a quality. This word quality is ambiguous because what is quality before me might not be quality before you. If you look at I'm teaching and you see what I'm wearing a t-shirt because it's very hot. I need something light, a cotton. For me, that is quality. Some people might not see it as a quality. They feel that, yeah, Mr. Charles should be dressing in a suit and wearing tie, you know, before he can be, so he can look presentable and be able to teach. He's serving the public, but it's very hot. He doesn't care whether it's hot. The main thing that I should look in it. So that's what it means. Quality is, so you must know what you call quality within your own project. And that's why when we talk about quality, we talk about metrics, measurement. We must have what we call a measure, what something must be able to measure what we call quality. So this objective should be aligned with client or stakeholder expectation. So when a stakeholder is telling you about quality, I will take us back to project brief. Right from the inception, when the client or the sponsor, project sponsor is issuing out a project brief, there's what we call success factor. These are quality metrics. Success, what success looks like. They will at least give you insight of what is left for you. Mind you, at that point, you can't just because say, I've gotten the success factor. That success factor is at high level that need to be decomposed into low level. Good. Looking at this example here for Foodtrackle expansion, expanding Foodtrackle, which Foodtrackle is a food delivery company that they want to expand to other states of Nigeria. So, looking at Foodtrackle expansion, what they call quality here is 95%. Anything below 95% is below their standard. That is quality. So, expansion ensure a 95% on-time delivery rate in all new states. That is quality. They've given you their benchmark. If you are anything, if they are very meticulous, if you score something or in an exam and they tell you that the pass mark is 95%, we have been taking different exams. Like so many of you are going to start taking exams like Scrum Master, Product Ownership, PMI exams. They have quality. They have how much you must score. Like in a Scrum Master exam, I think you must score 80% for you to pass. If you score 79%, you fail. They don't say, oh, sorry, because of I can see we are close to that. You know, I've seen someone who score, 4.4 something GP, and they say I'm a first class. You are not a first class material. You are 2-1. The distinction is there. First class is 4.5. That is quality here. Are we right or not? What is first class? For those of us who have graduated from
4.5.
Huh? In Nigeria setting, what is first class? 4.5.
4.5, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen someone who scored 4.49, and they are calling him for he's a first class. Oh, no, I disagree. You are very intelligent, but it doesn't belong to first class. You get that? Yeah, so that is quality, is a standard. So if you narrowly, that is it. And as a project manager, you must be disciplined when you are trying to regulate a project. Don't use empathy. Don't be so, oh, hey, yeah, hey, there's nothing like, hey, yeah. Standard is standard. Okay, let's move. Quality standard. List the quality benchmark. That's what we just discussed. Quality benchmark, an industrial standard that the project must follow. Example, follow ISO. If you are a company, which this makes it very easy. If your company do not have a PMO, that is Project Management Office, good. There's global quality standard you can follow. You can say, well, I don't know, my company don't do it. It's not an excuse. That's why you're a professional. As a professional, if they don't have in-house, you follow global standard. So the global standard is ISO, International Standard Organization 9001. If you search it on the internet, there is, so you follow it. It's very common. If you don't have it, even you have national standard, so you must find a way to have a quality to follow. If nobody is giving you quality, if the company or the project sponsor did not give you any standard, you cannot tell them, after all, when you are giving me a project brief, you didn't state your standard. Yeah, what if the person who is hiring you have never handled a project in his life? He don't know anything about a project. Are you going to blame him for giving you a project? He hired you because he believes you are a professional. Even if he's making mistakes, you can't just take advantage of his low knowledge within the environment, because he already hired you. He's paying for your standard. He's paying for your professionalism. He's paying for your knowledge. So you must know the standard. So find a standard for your project and follow. Roles and responsibilities. There must be a dedicated quality assurance or quality control specialist. Identify who is responsible for each quality related activity, such as quality assurance team member, quality control specialist, and the project manager. Example, quality assurance team ensures adherence to delivery standard. Project manager oversees quality throughout the project execution. Okay, we have quality control and we have quality assurance. Quality control involves inspection and tests conducted on deliverables to identify defects or areas for improvement. So these two terms or terminologies has been appearing within the industry. Some people do not really understand how to use it. You might say, well, we have a quality control specialist, or we've done the quality control. Yes, there is what we call quality control, and there's what we call quality assurance. So let us understand the two, because they are two different scenarios. For you to understand it, I want you to look at where the distinction here. This one involves defects or areas of improvement on deliverable. Deliverable here. Deliverable means output. It's already a product. It's already outcome of the exercise, outcome of the process is deliverable. So that if you are looking for work, some of you will be looking for work to become a quality control specialist. It's a very good, you can make a career path just on quality management. We have quality control specialists who have quality assurance. So then example here is conduct weekly inspection of delivery routes and processes to ensure timely operation. This is the deliverable, the outcome of their operation. Then that is quality control. I want you to understand is the trying to find defects. I'll give you an activity that is more close to us. If you are building a website, after building a website, you are going to carry out testing to see if all the, let's give, for instance, you are the one who created our cost portal. All of us are using cost portal now, and you want to sign in. Sign in logging in is where we have traffic, because every student, they are all logging in and logging out every time. So when you want to log in and you can't log in, what do we call it? Can somebody tell me that? What can we call that?
Technical issue.
Yeah, there. I'm trying to speak to us. Are you just
no? I'm saying it's called technical issue. I don't know if I'm correct or not.
Okay, Mr. Tony, you want to say something?
It's a defect or a bug.
Good. That is it. Technical issue. But that is not the name. That is not the jargon we use. I want you to be at this point. We should be using technical, like you say, technical. We should be using technical jargons, and that technical jargons is called defects, or
Okay,
popularly known as bug. Yeah. So know it. But that is bug. And that is what the quality control tries to fish out, all the defects, all the bugs. Okay, let's move to quality assurance. Quality assurance focuses on process. I want you to understand it. This one is already talking on the outcome of that activity. But quality assurance is you know, he don't want that defect to happen. He do not want defect to happen. And that's why they are encouraging everybody to follow the best practice to avoid a bug or avoid the issue. So they are trying to reduce waste. They don't want to any rework, because during the quality control, after testing, you find out there is so much bug in the website you just created. Then you have to go back. You have to pay another money to carry out the exercise. Another days can take a week, 2 weeks. That is money running. So quality assurance focuses on improving processes. Mind, just know that the other one is on the process outcome, and the other one is on the process itself. So that is it. It includes audit, review, and process assessments to ensure continuous quality. To avoid defects, when I ask you create a report for me, I will tell you use my template, and you go on and use. I tell you my template is on Word document. It's on this Word document. I want you to use it. That is what I want you to use. I too know. You go and start using Excel sheets, or using slide. You want to impress Mr. Charles. You want to tell Mr. Charles that you know it all. I didn't tell you to use, that is audit. By the time I will be looking at reviewing your deliverables, that's what I asked you to do. Use template. You got to, so when you are trying to use your own Excel, you might not get it the way I want it. You might not get it the way the management wants it, and it becomes a problem. They might just say, started shouting on Mr. Charles, what happened to your team? Their deliverable is poor, this and that. Is it whose fault? Is you people's fault? I asked you to use this and you use it. So that is audit, review. We are trying to make sure that we don't get that defect. Documents is a deliverable. When I say project, create a project plan is a deliverable. When I say our company will use Project Libre, use Project Libre to create a project plan, you say no, you want to use Primavera to show superiority. You use Primavera and it does not align with our organizational expectation. We are not going to take it. That is a defect. So in the process of trying to make, I'll make sure that anybody who didn't even use Project Libre, I'm not even going to look at your work. You are going to on your own, because that is, you derailed from our agreement. So that is it. So understand these two scenarios. It's very, very important, because this is where the whole activity about quality control and everything about quality is coming from quality control and quality assurance. So like I said, it includes audit, review. I didn't say testing, because it's not a delay. They are reviewing the process, auditing the way you work, auditing, making sure you are following. Company who come specifically, PMO, project management office, they will say use organizational template. If you don't know how to use it, I've joined an organization. I have very beautiful template. There is no deliverable I don't have a template. But this organization, I work with this South Central Ambulance as a business analyst there. If you see their templates, it's very, it's very difficult to understand. We've gone past that kind of template. but they say this is what we use. All you need to do is, over time, we can talk to them on how to improve on it, but not, that is what they wanted us to use. And all of us will have to key in. I drop all my own thing. I start using, this is what the organization wants. So, and ensure continuous quality. Process assessment to ensure continuous quality. Example, implement monthly process audits to verify the delivery workflow. Follow plan quality standard. Like I say, if you say follow plan quality standard. Okay, let's look at metrics. Quality metrics. Specify measurement used to assess project quality. Example here is hang on, guys. Sorry, guys, I had an interruption. Okay. Quality metrics. When we talk about metrics, we'll talk about measurement, measure, like rating, percentage. We already talk about like 95% or a threshold. You must have a threshold used to set as a benchmark for pass or fail. You must have that as a matrix. Example here is customer satisfaction rating. We can say that for us to be satisfied, customer satisfaction rating at all time must be at least 4.5 against 5 points. So 4.5 star rating. Anything below 4.5 is below company standard. You can use that as a rating. You can say 95% the rating. So you must have a standard. Then quality improvement. Detail the approach to address any deviation from quality standard. If there is a defect or any deviation from, if we say that the standard is 4.5 against 5 star, when we are getting 4 points, that is below standard, we must have a measure to handle this deviation from the standard. Some of us in mathematics will know what we call standard deviation. Standard deviation. So it means that you deviated from the standard. Sorry, we're not going to dive into mathematics. So for some of us, if your heart is pounding, don't worry, we're not diving into mathematics. So example, if the defect rate exceeds 5%, initiate a root cause analysis to implement a corrective measure. So if we find out, in this case, all the customers are reviewing our product. Let's say in FoodTrackr, we have an app. When a customer uses that app to order for food, then we have 2 services we provide. that food itself is a product. So we expect the customers to review the quality of that food. That is reviewing the restaurant. Then we expect the customer to review and rate the delivery man who brought the food. Because if we agree that the delivery time must be 30 minutes within the order, and the delivery man is coming 1 hour, that is a standard, that is big deviation. So when we're having such deviation, customer rating will go down. And when customer rating is going down, we might say, okay, all the customer ratings are going down. Why are they going down? We don't know. We can say, okay, let's find out. How do we find out? We use a technique called root cause analysis. We use root cause analysis to drill down, and maybe when we're drilling down, we'll find out that it's because one delivery man or some delivery or all our delivery men has not been meeting the standard. They've been short of our standard. So that is a way of making sure there is quality improvements. That is the standard. You might initiate such a standard of improvement that when defect is exceeding 5%, then you find out the cause is not tolerable. You can't tolerate it. There are some defects. You can say, oh, it's a minor defect. It can be tolerated. There's no need of initiating a root cause analysis. So it's up to you to set a benchmark that will trigger root cause analysis. Quality tools and techniques. We have tools we use to manage all this. We have specific tools and methodologies. We have what we call here Pareto charts. We have Pareto charts, we have control charts, we have Six Sigma. These are all the tools and techniques we can use to monitor our quality control. So use control charts to monitor delivery performance, consistency across region. Then we have documentation and reporting. Outline how quality results will be documented, reported, and communicated to stakeholders. So we already talk about stakeholder management. So these must come handy. We need to weave it with stakeholder expectation, communication, action plan, understanding every stakeholder and the way we communicate with every stakeholder, and tailoring it with our quality standard regulation. So if you follow these 9 points we call components, there is no way you are not going to get a quality product when you apply it in your product in your project management. Yeah, so look at this key. It's important, so I decided to create a table because it's very important for us to understand these two: quality control versus quality assurance. Quality control focuses on identifying defects, and quality assurance focuses on preventing defect through monitoring the process. When after a deliverable created, when you have created the deliverable, if it's a website, you have already created the website. For you to find defect, you have to apply testing. And quality, so this one will only happen when you have created the website. Quality assurance throughout the project's life cycle. Apply quality assurance Well, on the process, when you are creating the website, you are monitoring every step all the way to make sure that you are not going to get this defect at the end of the exercise. And then the purpose of each, the quality control verifies quality of the final product, and the quality assurance ensures consistent quality in process. Example of the both, you see quality control, product testing, inspection, quality assurance, process audit, training and standardization. So that's it. If you want to create a quality management plan, these are the process we follow. Like you see all this already a hot plate. You can call it a hot plate or template. So in coding, in dev environments, we don't call it template. We call it hot plate. So following this step-by-step guide, just like we've addressed it under the component, define quality objective, identify quality standard, assign roles and responsibility, plan quality assurance activity, determine quality control method, establish the metrics, implement continuous improvement, and document. Yeah, that is it. There is no, I've already explained everything here. So just for you to follow it one after the other when you are creating your work, and you follow. And this is an example. If you still struggling to follow this step-by-step guide, or to follow this component, then you can see this is one applied in a project environment. It is a live project. We'll capture this from a live project, and you can customize it to suit your own project. If you're looking at it, we followed the components we identified. We customize it into this project. Quality achieved 95% on time delivery rate in new region. That is under quality objective. Number 2, maintain a customer satisfaction rating of 90% or above. Quality standard, follow international organization for standardization. If you have your own company, in this scenario, the company, they do not have their own, so they are following the international, that is IUS. And roles and responsibilities, oversee quality strategy. Here we have PM. PM oversees the quality strategy. Quality assurance team conduct the process audit. Quality control team perform inspection and customer feedback analysis. And have quality control activity, weekly inspection of delivery routes, monthly review of customer complaint and resolution time. Then we'll have quality assurance activity, monthly audit of deliverables, delivery and logistics process, quarterly training session for local delivery partners. Then quality metrics, customer satisfaction rating, on-time delivery percentage, defect rates in the delivery process. Then quality improvement, corrective actions if defect rate exceed 5%, monthly, quarterly review meeting with stakeholders. Then quality tools and techniques, will use control charts, Peralta analysis, and to identify major issues and customer feedback survey and documentation, monthly quality reports for internal review, quarterly summaries presented to the Futraco leadership. So you see, this, you can customize this into your project you are managing as a project manager. You have it as a template to manage your project. No matter how the kind of project, if it's construction, if no matter, you can apply this quality control measure in any kind of project. Like you can say here, quality control activity. You say, okay, I want to apply this. In this our own case, we'll be having weekly inspection of delivery or weekly meeting to inspect everybody's work. Yeah, and the project manager will do thorough review of all the works to make sure that they meet all the standards before approving. So, yeah. So, types of quality management tools. We have a control chart, geographical tool used to track process performance and identify variation. We have Pareto analysis, help identify the most significant cause of issue in project. We have cause and effects. That we call it fishbone diagram, and this is within root cause analysis. So used to identify root causes of quality problem. And then we have Six Sigma, a methodology aimed at improving quality by reducing defects and process variability. We're going to talk about these tools and techniques. We have on this control chart. A control chart will help to track delivery time. We're applying it in the Futraco delivery time over a specific period of time to monitor consistency and identify any point of deviation. So what is it telling us? We want to monitor and identify deviation. You must, before you can do that, you must have a standard, and then you know what you call deviation, and that is it. So we have metrics, delivery time measured in minutes. That is the metrics. We say that delivery time is going to be measured in minutes, and goal is to maintain delivery within 30 minutes. So that is the standard here. So now we have 30 minutes. Once you have this, we have what we call upper limit and lower limit. So the target here is where we have the signal should be triggered when something happened between these two limits. Within these 2 minutes, we will say 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, within 30 minutes of ordering, the food should be delivered. If it delivers after 30 minutes, that is upper control. It means we have crossed this threshold. You are delivering it within 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, it should be questioned why after 30 minutes. It should be within 30 minutes. And we have lower control, which is 10 minutes. If anything happened within 10 minutes, before 10, how did it happen? Because it's like it can't happen within 10 minutes of order, and somebody said I've delivered, then we must, because it could be a sharp practice that happens. So this is where we are. Anything within this is quite comfortable. So you need to set both upper limit and lower control limit. So looking at the example here, assuming a time frame of 10 days, we have 10 days delivery time track, and the quality control team want to find out what's going on. This is we have 30 minutes. It must be within 30 minutes. And now we have here delivery activities between the 1 to the 10. In the first day, the delivery man delivered within 25 minutes. The second day, the delivery person delivered within 27 minutes. The third day, 15 minutes. Then fourth day, 32 minutes. That is deviation. That is why it's highlighted in red. Then on 32, on day 5, we have 28, which is within the control limit. We have 26, we have 24 on day 6. We have day 7, 20, we have day 8, 26, we have day 9, 33, which is, deviation again on the 9th day. And then on 10th day, we have 21. So in this example, you see that day 4 and day 9, which is red, we highlighted it, exceeded the UC upper control limit of 30 minutes, which indicates an inconsistency that needs to be investigated to bring this process back into control. That is it. It's very simple. The way I carried out the analysis, you see, it's very simple. Yeah, I hope we are following. All right. Yeah. A moment, I'll be back in a second. All right, I'm back now. Let's continue. Okay. So that is control charts. If you want to use control charts, we see we apply control charts here, and we're using it to handle the delivery people, and it's coming out fine. And then we'll have Pareto analysis. Okay. The Pareto analysis focuses on identifying most significant cause of quality issue that may impact food truck expansion success. We have, for instance, 80 and 20% rule suggests that 80% of the problem might be caused by the 20% of the factors, allowing for target correction. So, what are the factors? We need to identify such factors. Objective: identify major source of customer complaint related to delivery. Data collection: collect data from customer feedback over the initial launch. Sorry. So looking at here, we have delayed delivery. That is frequency. That is 45 frequency. So 45 times. And then we'll have limited vendor options. And it comes in 30. So you see it here that this delay contributes to so we see that here delayed deliverable come up with the 45% of the problem we're having, only delay. And then again, we look at another area where we are receiving problems from vendor, limited vendor. We don't have enough vendors. These are two areas where customers are complaining bitterly based on feedback. So you see the frequency, this is 45. That's a number of times. And this gives us 45%. And this is 30 times, giving us. So when you add up these two factors, they've made up of, you know, more than 80% of the total. So we should focus to this is where the major problems are coming. We have other areas where problems are coming, like technical glitches, inaccurate order fulfillment, lack of customer. But you see, they are minor, they can be ignored because these are minor issues. We're looking at areas that contribute to 80%. And we'll add up these two factors. They are the two areas, two types of issues. These are the two issues that contribute to this 80% of our problems. So means that's where we should focus our attention. Analysis, the top two issues, delay deliveries and limited vendor option, accounted for 75% of customer complaint, indicating that these areas should be prioritized for improvement. Corrective actions. Delayed delivery, enhance coordination with delivery partners and improve route optimization. Limited vendor option, expand partnership with more local vendors to increase product variation or variety so that people can have more options to place order. So that is it. So that is you can use this as well. You can see how this can be applied in different areas. So it's up to you to know where this can be applied in your own project, but these ways of controlling standard. Then we have cause and effect. Cause and effect is fishbone diagram, and this is for when you want to carry out root cause analysis. There is one of the tools or key method when carrying out root cause analysis. We have another one called YYY. We're going to look at that in details in business analysis, but this is where these are mainly business analysis. So that's why I said a business analyst should be able to do a very good work as a control, quality control or quality assurance personnel. Looking at this fishbone, what does this mean? Cause and effect. We have I didn't capture the diagram here. In business analysis, we are going to capture the full diagram. Why we call this fishbone is because it has the shape of a fishbone. Let me see if we can. Okay. Fishbone diagram. So this is how a fishbone diagram look. You see, this is it. But I don't want us to waste much time on this today. This is it. Cause and effects. This is the problem. The head is the problem, and the body will have factors like personnel. Problem can come from personnel, problem can come from material, problem can come from method, problem can come from measurement, problem can come from machine, problem can come from environment. I hope you are seeing this picture.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying, sir.
Okay, that is the way the fishbone diagram looks like. So, like I said, we are not going to, because of time, we are not going to dive into fishbone diagram. It is a big analysis on its own. It will take the whole time for us if we want to dig deeper. That's why we're going to handle it in business analysis. I just want you to see how fishbone. So if you look at it, you see fishbone is full of, is here in the internet. Just type fishbone, you see them everywhere. It's a very popular method. And these are created by different business analysts. So you can be able to create this using draw.io or any diagram tool to do this. But we are going to come to that. So don't worry. I just want you to see how fishbone diagram looks like, the main purpose. So now under this we have main categories. Like I said, the problem here, let's apply it to what we're doing here, food tracker expansion. Low customer satisfaction in new posting. That is the problem. That is the head here. That is the problem. The fishbone diagram categorizes potential effects for low customer satisfaction, providing visual breakdown to identify areas of improvement. So now we have low customer satisfaction as the problem, which is the head of the fishbone diagram. Then the body, which I show you where the problem can come from people, it can come from process, it can come from technology, it can come from logistics, it can come from vendor, it can come from customer. When you list them like this, then it's up to you to start taking them one by one. When you take people, you start looking at every activity within the people, that is personnel, or you can call it manpower. You can call it people, you can call it personnel, you can call it manpower. You look at this and see where problem can come. You can see issue related to staff, training, and partner alignment. And here we have process. In fishbone, you can call it process, you can call it techniques. Insufficiency in order handling, delivery, and communication. It can problem or defect can, or why customers are not happy can come from all these. You can list as much as you can remember within the project. Technology, you can call it technology or machine. What is the technology using? Problem with the platform, the mobile app, or the system integration. Then we have logistics. We have a delay and coordination issue within the local delivery partner. We have vendors, limited vendor availability and other inconsistency, and we have customer services. So you need to list all the areas possible. When you list it, you should be able to brainstorm. It's a brainstorming, it's not mathematics. Don't think that once you list it, it will work itself. It will help you. This is a process to help you brainstorm and fish out where the problem comes from. So that's it. And then we'll have, just because of time, we have Six Sigma. Six Sigma is used for process improvement. It's a very big topic on its own. As a matter of fact, there is big career path within Six Sigma. If you are planning to become a senior business analyst, then the easiest way to be that is to route via Six Sigma, because companies are looking for people who have black belt or who have good experience on Six Sigma. And here, Six Sigma is process. It's all about process improvement, continuous improvement. That's why in business analysis, in Agile, in DevOps, that's why Six Sigma is there, because Six Sigma is about continuous improvement. And most cases, we merge Six Sigma with what we call Lean methodology. We call it Lean Six Sigma, meaning that process improvement and waste reduction. Yeah, so that is it. This is another way you can use to find and improve on the process. But this, for you to apply this, you must have used any of these to find where the defects are coming from. Identify areas of defects. And once you find areas of defects, you use this fishbone diagram will help you to get down to the root cause of why these problems are coming. And once you find where the problems are coming, you identify maybe where the problem is coming is from the people, maybe it's related to staff or training. Whichever way you find out where the problem is coming, then you can then come and apply Six Sigma to improve on the process. Yeah. So this is mainly business analysis. I don't want us to, because I just want us to have a generic understanding of this. In business analysis, we are going to cut deep into it. So that's it. So Six Sigma here, you define this step, define goals, measure, analyze, and improve. Improve the customer. The goal that is defined is to improve customer satisfaction by reducing delivery time and enhancing service quality. And you measure, track performance, analyze, identify cause of the delay, and improve. You know, that becomes deliver, you create a solution to improve the whole process. And then control. Control means you make sure that it doesn't reoccur again. Any problem you solve remains solved. You continue to want to avoid reoccurring. So that's it, and that will bring us to this quality control. So I've seen techniques you can use to identify controls and to analyze it and to then solve the problem. This is activity of a business analyst. All this business analysis. So all right, we've seen it and try to go through your notes as well. and you are going to be fine. So if you have question, we have 10 minutes to address any question we are bringing. Sorry, I'm in a haste because I need to start another class. Oh. All right, Michael, you can have the floor and you open your camera. Try to be compliant all the time.
Good evening, Mr. Charles.
Good evening.
I just wanted to confirm from all you've explained about quality assurance and quality control and all that. Does it mean that the PMO, the project management office in any organization is the same as handling the SOPs of any organization?
The PMOs, they give standard. It's up to you to follow the standard. If you don't follow the standard, they will ask you. They will penalize you, they will discipline you. That is their own job. They provide standard. They provide templates where everybody needs to use. They provide standard, like you say, we use this methodology. They can say, we don't use waterfall in project management, we use agile method. So if you're a project manager and you go and start applying waterfall, you're on your own, because that is not what the project management office stated. The project management office say we are going to use Word document for all your reports, and we have a template for that. Use it, and you go and start putting your reports in slide, in PowerPoint. That's not what they said. So their own is to make they create the rule. I want to use it this way. They create the rule and you follow the rule.
All right, thank you very much.
All right. Any more questions? All right. No question. Good. Okay. So how many of us are going to be quality assurance and quality control personnel from here? Does it sound like where you need to pursue a career? So, yeah, that's Kevin. So if that's if you then this and the Fubara, you have quality control, you have quality assurance, and you have PMOs. If you are good at, if you're interested, then you have to follow. Like project management is very, very broad. Can become a project manager. You can equally through this quality management, major and become a PMO. If you type PMO, there's a lot of jobs for PMO. If you type quality controls, quality assurance, all of them, if you train you, so there are so many jobs. So everybody will not be, dragging space for project manager. There are so many opportunities out there, yeah. All right. With what we've done here, to be honest with you, if you master what we've done here, understand it, you can start looking for entry role in this environment. That's it. There's nothing big there. With all your experience in project management, and then become a bit advanced in this particular area, that's all. You don't need to go take any other special course to become a PMO or this and that. And that's it. So thank you, everyone. And I'm diving into prompt engineering. So diving in AI prompt engineering. So that's what we are going to jump in after this class. We are starting it. It's going to be induction class. on AI prompt engineering. So if you have interest, you can jump in there. As AI is trying to overtake human, we don't need to stand and look. We need to fight back by trying to know what they know and possibly make them our friend and work with them. And that's, if you don't, the only way is either you try to know more than them or you work with them. You can't fight them and win. No way. So you don't try to, they've come to stay and they've come to stay. Why they've come to stay is because 2 years ago, when people like me started using it, I've started using it I started using it professionally 2 years ago. It wasn't the way it is today. It wasn't integrated in so many workplaces. It wasn't integrated in all the applications we are using. But today, I can tell you, as we are working here, this is the AI here. That is AI taking my notes. And that is the notes here. I don't need to take any notes. Or ordinarily, I should have somebody taking notes and a scribe, or I'm having a meeting. No more notes taking. AI is doing that. If you go to your Gmail, you find that AI is already integrated there.
Yes.
AI needs to assist you to write a quality email. If you go to Facebook, AI is there for content creators and AI will help you. So what am I saying? They are digging deep. It's engaging us. So we need to fight back. Thank you. And I'm not selling market, I'm telling you the truth.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Thank you,
in our
Mr. Charles.
class. And for those who are struggling with their projects plan, you have to look for accountability partner. I know Equi must have told you people a lot about accountability partner. You know, look for someone who is getting it right all the time and try to befriend the person. If you try to befriend the person and the person says no, let me know. If it's a woman and it doesn't matter. Even if you say, go and tell him I want to be a friend. If he says no, let me know. I will deal with the person. Yeah. And HL, you are raising your hand or you're clapping.
I'm clapping.
All right. All right. Thank you. And see you guys tomorrow.
How do we join the induction for AI engineering prompting?
Yeah,
Are you sending us a link to join them? I'm interested.
Okay, let me see. I will drop the link in our this thing. I will drop the link.
That would be nice too. I'm also interested.
I will drop the link in our platform. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
But it's for tonight. It's only for tonight. You get it free. Going forward, you need to subscribe.
Oh, okay. What's the subscription like?
Yeah, well, just a chicken feed, 50 quid, 50,000 quid.
Okay. Just send us the link. I'm interested. Thank you.
I've dropped the link. I've dropped the link on our platform.
Still meet them. I'll be on transit for only 30 minutes. I hope I'll still meet you.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Nadaya is a small money. Why do you laugh?
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
No, I know it's small. I know it's small.
You can see you can see the hair you are putting on. That hair you are putting on can buy me a car. You
That's
know?
not true.
You know,
Okay,
but
Mr. Charles.
you know,
All right, thank you, Mr. Charles.
all right. Thank you.
All
And
right,
see you
sir.
guys soon.
Thank you, Mr.
Alright.
Charles. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.